That evening, a foreman tossed a sausage onto the dirt, a sick game for two prisoners to fight over. To keep toying with them, he ordered the pair to slap each other. Only the winner would get the food. Watching these monsters torment his fellows, Teddy couldn't stand by. He stepped forward. Teddy dodged the other prisoner's punch with ease. The foreman flew into a rage, shoving the prisoner aside to fight himself. But he not only missed Teddy entirely, but tripped and fell flat on his face. Seeing Teddy's boxing skills, a colonel wanted a turn. He'd once been a boxing champion, but no matter how hard the colonel swung, Teddy ducked and weaved, avoiding every blow. He waited for his chance, then landed a punch that knocked the colonel out cold, blood spilling. Instead of anger, the colonel felt impressed. To teach this Jewish boxer a lesson, the Germans brought in a huge, muscular man as Teddy's next opponent. Facing the giant, Teddy didn't flinch. He used quick footwork to dodge the man's slow attacks, then ended the fight with one powerful punch. In this way, he won food for his fellow prisoners. The German officer grew worried, fearing Teddy would inspire the prisoners to rebel. To shatter Teddy's hero image, he had his men drag a Jewish boy into the boxing ring. The boy struggled to stand, his hands bound tight with wire. The Germans even threatened to force the two to fight. The other prisoners took off their hats, bowing their heads in prayer for them. Then the captain raised his gun. Teddy had no choice but to urge the boy to hit him, but the boy turned and charged straight at the Germans. Teddy was completely devastated. The Germans, though, finally looked satisfied. That night, Teddy was tied by his injured hands and hung from the square. The Germans pinned a "Boxing King" sign on him as a mockery. The next day, they let him down, covered in wounds. He still refused to give in. The boxing matches went on. A German soldier knocked down a starving prisoner, so Teddy flipped himself onto the ring. Despite his injured hands, he stood fearless. Teddy dodged the German's punches with agile footwork, even taunting his opponent. When he was knocked down, he still smiled. This drove the German into a fury. As the German swung again, Teddy headbutted his wrist, snapping it. Then he knocked the soldier out. The crowd of prisoners went wild. Teddy had won the unfair match. But the next day, this boxing king was sent to Auschwitz.